name is Jennifer and welcome to A Vintage Vanity. I am super excited for today's video because, well, quite frankly, you guys are here. And can you believe it or not, did you see the title of this video? It's a hair tutorial. I know, it's been like a hot hour or so since I've done one, but I'm finally kind of finding my way with my new shorter haircut, and I just really kind of like the style that I've been doing, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So today I am showing you how I did this look, which is actually, it's not really a Pageboy, but it's kind of in that family. We've got that nice uniform girl. We got some nice girls here. And I really like this look. So let's go ahead and I will show you how this was done. For this look, I did an overnight wet set using my foam rollers, and then I also used the Suavecita grooming spray as my setting spray. I rolled everything on top back, and I rolled everything on the sides under. In the back, I wanted to keep this as flat as possible, so I brushed everything down, placed in a lot of the larger clips, and then rolled just at the very base of the hair. And then these were the larger clips I used. Now simply, I'm going to unroll everything. If you want more information on how to do a foam roller set, I will leave a link on the screen to my video all about that. Now all the rollers are out, but I am keeping in my clips in the back. You want to keep those clips in as much as possible because that's going to keep the curl to the very bottom of the hair, which is exactly what we want. So now I'm taking my favorite Denman brush, and I am just running a brush through the curls. If you see me kind of ducking when I'm doing stuff, it's because my mirror actually just shattered all on its own. So it's no 7 years bad luck for me. But I'm trying to like work between the cracks. Now I'm taking my Lady Luck hair pomade. I'm just going to take a little of that onto my hands, warm it up, and just kind of work it through the hair. This is going to help to calm any frizziness from the curl set, add shine, and just make it look real good. Real good. And then I'm going to section off just the side of my hair here in half. And then pin this up out of the way. And then I'm going to back comb the heck out of this. And then I just take the whole large section. If your hair is thicker, you're probably going to have to divide it into more sections. And I'm going to back comb, except I don't want to back comb on the ends, so we're just going to be back combing on the midsection of the hair. I'm going to let that section down, and then I am actually using a teasing brush to tease and smooth out my hair, because after you tease, you don't want to actually brush through the back combing that you did. So the teasing brush is actually going to be more of a surface brushing, which is exactly what we're looking for. And I'm just smoothing that over that section of hair that we back combed. And I am going to take my Denman, grab all the ends of my hair, because these I do want to brush through, and I'm brushing it over my hand to form a uniform curl. There we go. And what the back combing does for us is it gives more volume, because without the back combing, the curls aren't going to stand out as much, or that uniform roll isn't going to be as big. Now I'm just simply tucking it behind my ear, and then I'm going to take my bobby pin, and right behind my ear I'm going to pin into the hair. And then I take a second one and I cross them in an X, because that's going to make sure that the bobby pin doesn't move. Now we're going to duck and work on this side of the hair. I'm going to actually leave this section unback combed. And for this section, as I back comb, I'm just going to hit it with a little bit of hairspray. That will create a very sturdy base of back combing. Because let's be honest, guys, if we're going through all this trouble to back comb, we want this hairstyle to last a couple days. If you want to know how to do that, I've got a video. So I will place the link on the screen to that. And then we're going to back comb this section the same way we did this side of the hair. So I'm just going to kind of pick up the entire section and just start back combing. So now we're going to take our teasing brush and we're going to work on those bangs. And just lightly brushing the outside. And the reason why I leave this section unback combed is because it will be smoother when you're brushing it. But also I found sometimes because of the curl set, like sometimes it'll have like maybe a little dent or it'll just sit in a weird way, and I need to back comb a very specific section all by itself, and it helps to do it that way. Okay, so now we're going to start smoothing. Then I'm just using the tail end of my brush to kind of set in where I want a bit of a break in the curl, and it helps to be able to manipulate this part without really pulling on the top part. And I want to get that as smooth as possible. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my long clip. These things are so helpful. And I'm going to place it here at the bottom, because I want to make sure I have like a natural break or natural kind of dip into the hair right in that area. And I don't want to lose it. I can work on this section. So this hair is denting in a weird way. So I'm just going to pick up that corner and pull it out. Because if this was back combed into the rest of it, you wouldn't be able to really separate it out. Well, without doing damage, because you'd have to really pull on the hair to get it separated out. So I'm just going to back comb that, give it a spritz, and smooth. Spritz and smooth. Spritz and smooth. Alright. And then I like the way that's like kind of curling in on itself, so we're just going to let it do that. That looks really cute. For the back of the hair, we're just going to go ahead and take out all these clips. We're going to blindly reach back there, lift it up, and back comb. Do your best. The first thing I'm going to do is make sure that the brushing here looks nice. And then I'm just going to grab the majority of the hair that's back there, using my Denman just on the very ends to brush under. Hopefully my camera showed you most of that. Now, what I did see from the side was that we still need to work on this section a little bit. So I'm going to actually unclip that. And we want this to kind of marry with that back section. So, let's see. Here we go. So we want a seamless as we can transition from the back to the front. Once we find that, we're going to spray the heck out of it. In fact, I'm going to pull this guy out. Basically, these little curls that are happening here, I'm going to try to get them to wrap underneath this section of the curl. Will look a little bit better than them laying out over here all by themselves. Just keep futzing, just keep futzing and it'll all come together. Okay, I'm actually going to take this one out and I'm going to spread this out a little bit. Basically, I'm trying to get it as smooth of a curl up the side of the face. And a lot of this is going to be dictated on your haircut and how your haircut is done. Like I said, I have a little bit more layers, so it is going to be a little bit trickier to get some of those ends in. But that looks really good. Give this all final spritz. We can take the last clip out of the hair. And then I'm simply going to kind of pull on this to make it look a little bit bigger, because you want to make sure this bottom section is kind of the same on each side. So by just kind of carefully pulling apart the hair, you can give it a little bit more volume, which is again where that back combing actually comes in handy to help give you that kind of volume. And with this hairstyle, you want to keep checking the sides because you want it to be uniform and kind of all married along the back and sides. So you want to make sure that you don't have any like breaks in the hair. And at this point, we've got this nice dent going on, which is exactly what we want. From what I can tell using my cracked and jagged mirror, I think it looks okay. And we're good back here. So yay. So that is my take on a Pageboy for shorter length hair. It's not really a Pageboy, but it has the feel of a Pageboy, and that's kind of what we were going through for, and I think we nailed it. So let me know in the comment section below what you thought of today's hair tutorial. As well, if you have any comments or questions, leave them down there because I love talking to you guys. And as well, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Before I let you go, I just want to do a subscriber spotlight to Nitty Freckles. Thank you so much for commenting and watching my videos and for being a part of our online family. And quite honestly, I love your username so much. If you don't want to miss a minute of what goes on here on A Vintage Vanity, make sure that you are subscribed. You can do that by clicking on my face. If you'd like to shop my clothing line, go ahead and click on that boomerang you see there. If you want to watch more of me right this very moment, go ahead and click on the video you see playing there. But of course, if you're going to miss me between uploads, be sure to follow me on all the social media as A Vintage Vanity. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye!